I just did more work to get somebody's case sealed that goes into like 10 times worse cases. You know, to accept a plea deal, you have to stand there in front of the judge for like 10 minutes, go through all this stuff. I just fought against a judge for over 20 minutes to convince this judge here in Phoenix to seal somebody's dismissed case, which is supposed to be automatic. The judge denied it once. I had to file a motion to reconsider to officially get a hearing. And literally after a 20-minute battle with this judge, finally convinced her to approve a sealing records on a case that was dismissed 4 years ago. This case was charged and dismissed the same exact day. This guy never even went to court once for this case. The prosecutor in the courtroom said, yes, we filed the case. We saw that he did not commit a crime, and so we dismissed it. And the judge said, yeah, but I still don't feel like this is in the best interest of the public for me to seal this, because look at this. He's got other arrests and other crimes from 4, 5, 6 years ago, and those are pretty serious. Which again, of course, Judge, I'm not asking you to seal those cases. I'm asking you to seal the dismissed case, which you're supposed to by law. And again, what benefit is there for the public to know that there's a dismissed case? Like you were never proven guilty, and guess what? You are innocent until proven guilty, but not when it comes to sealing records. And so these judges all across Arizona are really taking this law into their own hands. They're denying people who should be approved, and it is just not automatic. We are getting major felonies sealed, multiple violations, multiple cases sealed, and then for the judge to pick a battle on a dismissed case that the prosecutor even was like, yeah, we dismissed the case, you know that, judge. And the judge sees it in the file and still just wanted to put her foot down and say no. And then literally made me call the client and say, hey, give me all the great details about you. Thankfully, this client's now in college. He has a job. He's got a family. Obviously, he's turned his life around. But those are not required things for the judge to be aware of to seal someone's record. You know, they don't need to say that this person's now a, reborn Christian for you to seal their record. In a dismissed case, it's automatic. You are allowed to automatically do it. No waiting period, nothing. It's a dismissed case. There's no guilt. There's no conviction. They wrote into this law one tiny loophole that said, hey, judges, we're going to give you a little bit of power here to say, if you don't believe this is in the public's best interest, then you should not approve it. Which was really meant for people who had been convicted of the crime, and maybe that crime was allowed by law to be sealed, but maybe it was just, really something was wrong about it. This person really did something bad. They did a ton of different crimes, unique case-by-case situations that the judges could use this power to say, you qualify by law, but no, I'm not going to allow it. These judges are abusing that power, in my opinion, by saying we are not even going to seal dismissed cases. And the judge basically just categorically was like, yeah, look, for any case that comes across my desk that is charged with this kind of crime, if it has this kind of attachment to it, I'm just denying them. And I'm like, this is a miscarriage of justice. You should not be allowed to do this. And again, unfortunately, there's no real way for us to fight back. Obviously, we can do what I did here today and basically do a motion for reconsideration. And sure, there's a right to appeal to a higher level court, to the appellate court, but the appellate court's going to say, no, this judge has the power to say no. Too bad, too sad. We can't just, swap judges after the fact. Like, we can't even prevent the case from getting to this judge because in the city of Phoenix, they have so many judges that you don't know which one you're going to get. So this is wild for you in your case. And again, even if it's denied, you still have to wait 3 years to reapply. So it's not like you can just start over in a week. And then on top of that, in 3 years, the judge is going to see, oh, wait, 3 years ago, this judge denied it. So this must be pretty serious. So I'm also going to deny it, right? Then this really goes back to the fact that this case should have never been charged by the prosecutors. Back in 2020, during the middle of COVID, they literally charged a case the same day, then saying, we're dismissing this case. Well, obviously, there's huge ethical issues there for the prosecutors who shouldn't have charged a case without probable cause. But again, that burden that you have to get your records sealed after somebody did something wrong against you, that is insane. That is asinine. And again, for the people who believe that, like, well, just because you're arrested doesn't mean you did it, wrong. These judges even believe that just because you were arrested, you probably did do it. And just because you were arrested or charged with the crime, I ain't taking it off of your record. That's the world we live in with judges today. And this is insane. Like, you've got to do everything you can to protect yourself, one, from the justice system, period, but two, if you're ever in the justice system, you have to have a good lawyer and a good law firm representing you.